Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kid Lee, and welcome back to World of Warships. This is going to be part 2 of my first look at the game. In part 1, I took a look at sort of just the general interface, the general gameplay, and how everything worked. In that first video, I took a look at the aircraft carrier and the cruisers. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the big ships, the battleships. So in front of us here, we've got the Wyoming class battleship, and as we zoom in here, you can see that these are the ships that have the big guns. They have the most hit points and the heavy armor. So you could almost say that they are the tank class of this game. You can use these guys to sort of get in there, soak up some damage, maybe even distract the enemy as your little destroyers and cruisers and aircraft carriers try and really get in there and crush the enemy fleet. So the main battery on this ship are 6x2 305mm cannons, which you can see right there. If we zoom back out here, you'll see that there is a bunch of secondary armaments as well. They are on the side of the ship right there along the side, and then there are a ton of AA guns. Actually 3 different varieties, some 12.7, some 28s, and some 76.2mm guns. So we're going to go ahead and take this ship out for a spin and see how much damage I can cause. So let's go ahead and just jump right in on this deal. But these ships overall are much slower compared to the other ships. If you watch the first video, you'll notice the gameplay that I'm about to do is very, very different. The other ship I showed was the St. Louis. It had sort of medium to high-end speed, and I could quickly maneuver, switch targets, rotate the guns. With this ship, you can't really do that, and I'll be able to show you that here in just a moment. So it looks like we're actually going to have a bunch of battleships in this one, a few destroyers, and we've got 1 aircraft carrier as well.
Action stations.
So this map here is simply a destroy everybody or capture the enemy base. So if we zoom in here and take a look at the ship, the first thing to notice is look how slow the cannons rotate. Again, when I was playing that St. Louis, I could be basically going along and go attacking this way, attacking this way. On this ship, you can't really do that. So if I actually lock in my guns this way, again, you can see how long they're coming into bear. Let's actually get my speed going as well. We'll crank up to full power. And you'll notice once I actually get to full speed how slow the ship moves compared to that St. Louis. Now, I'm taking a look at the map here, and I'm trying to decide which way do I want to go. It looks like a bunch of my guys are going up this way, so I'm going to do the same as well. I'll set 1 waypoint there, and 1 waypoint there, and I'll start with that. So I know I'm going to be shooting to this side, so I'm actually going to hit Control X to lock my guns into that position so I can still freely look around without my guns turning. So you can see all my guns are now locked into that side, so at this point we're pretty much just playing the waiting game. Where is the enemy? Go back to the big map here. Just trying to again get a look to see what my fellow shipmates are doing. We got a destroyer that looks like he's heading up this way. We got a bunch of other guys heading up this way. Several of them appear to be almost heading towards the center of the map. Generally, you don't want to do that with a battleship. For the battleship, it also has the longest range because of the big cannons. So you generally want to try and stay back a little bit. But then again, an alternate strategy would be to try and actually get your battleship into the heart of the battle, and again try and maybe soak up some of that damage. So what do we have coming up here? We have got a New Mexico there, another enemy Wyoming there. There's a little destroyer moving. So I might actually be out of position here. I'm gonna have to be super careful. I'm gonna have to make a decision here pretty quick. Do I want to stay on my course, or should I move over this way and join the fleet? If we were doing this professionally, you'd want to stay with your fleet. But this is just demonstration purposes. I think I'm going to stick with my line and try and potentially outflank these guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's what this little destroyer is trying to do as well. So I'm going to go with him. Hopefully I'll be able to get some support from him. You can see that the enemy destroyer up ahead there is popping smoke. So I'm basically just waiting for something to come into range. And there is actually a ship right there. What ship was that? That was in New Mexico. I might have to turn a little early so I can bring my cannons to bear on them, because right now I don't have that. That friendly destroyer up ahead of me, he's launching torpedoes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have to break my autopilot, and I'm gonna start turning now. And we're gonna see if that New Mexico turns this direction or what direction he's going. There's also another ship over there who's firing at me. I might go ahead and line up here, slow my speed a little bit, and start taking some shots at these guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Got a Warspite and a Wyoming over there. Let's actually go take some shots at this Warspite. I need to actually switch over to armor-piercing rounds. So let's go ahead and take our first shot. Oh, crap. You know what? That's my mistake. I still had my guns locked. And I just totally shot into the water. So that's fantastic. Alright, now let's try that again, shall we? 13-second reload time. Much, much longer reload time. But if you can hit something, it's gonna be awesome. Alright. AP rounds loading up here. Here we go. Alright, let's get our bearing here. I'll fire off one shot. We see where it goes there. I actually did hit his nose just a little bit, but the problem is he's actually turning away from me. I'm gonna switch targets. How am I orientated here? I'm sitting actually really, really good. So I'm going to switch over to this Warspite. You see the friendly torpedoes going in. Oh, man, those oh, they actually killed him. Fantastic work, destroyer. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn again. He's moving away from me. I need to try and lead him just a little bit. He's pretty far out there. Whoa! What was this ship and where? Oh, this New Mexico came out of the smoke. Well, he's gonna regret doing that because I ended him.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Good move, pal. Thank you for coming into my cannons. All right. Again, let's try and line up the shot here. That looks pretty solid. Yep, I got him. I'm gonna lower a little bit. Fire off our next round. Still waiting for my other guns to reload. Ooh, that was a good shot. Alright, let's fire everything. Ding, 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 ding. Got him.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Heck yeah. And they are down to 3, and we've only lost 2 so far. I'm gonna try and turn my ship here, because it looks like one is over there. There's 2 over that direction, and I don't know where the third one is. Trying to make sure I don't smash into this island, because that would be terrible. As soon as I round this corner, I'll increase my speed back to full. Alright. But you can kind of see what I was talking about. How sort of slow this ship is compared to that St. Louis that I was running before. But the power, you saw what I was able to do to those ships. Just wreck them. So it's really neat how the different gameplay styles in this game actually works. It's like if you want an incredibly fast, nimble ship, that can just deal out the damage but not take it, you play a destroyer. If you want the big, heavy, lumbering powerhouse, you play the battleship. If you want something in between, you play the cruiser. We're all sort of basically going in this general direction. I could run over and start capturing the enemy base. That's actually not a terrible idea. There's one enemy who's over here. The second one, I have no clue where he is. I think those two in front of me, they're going after the enemy base. Oh, did they actually see? Did they see something over there? Well, I'm just gonna follow you guys in. Another thing I'll note on the battleships is their special ability on T. It's basically a heal. So if you look all the way over on the left side, you can see the big green ship with, I've got some damage, which is represented in black. Watch what happens when I hit T. You see I actually regain some of my health. Now, it'll never fully repair you, because it's based on light damage versus heavy damage. But again, it's sort of a neat ability on the battleships. Where are these two? Again, I know there's one over there, but where is this second one at? I think it's their carrier. So maybe he is out here somewhere. Well, I guess we're gonna just capture the enemy base. Is there a carrier over here somewhere, boys? Well, he's shooting at something. Do you see him? I don't see him. Guess I'll maybe head in. Yeah, the only thing left now is their carrier. He must see him. I'm surprised that I'm not seeing his line of sight. He's like hiding over here on this side of the map. Come out, wherever you are. What is that over there? Oh, that's a little destroyer. Gotta be careful. There are enemy torpedo bombers in the air. They're over there. Do you actually see them? Or are we just sailing into the middle of the ocean? They're thinking he's over here somewhere. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Otherwise, this game will just end by base capture, probably. He's actually turning, so maybe he doesn't see anything. Well, I'll keep rolling this way here for a little bit. Although, I think... yeah, we're probably just gonna... now he's shooting over... what are you doing? There's nobody over that way. Oh, wait a minute, there it is. There it is. How far is he out? 18? He's pretty far out there. Is he beached? No, I don't think... no, I think he's moving. He's just moving really, really slow. Well, maybe I can get some shots on him before this match ends. We're gonna find out. He's at 17 and closing. Oh, the destroyer's almost got range on him. But he's ahead of me by a pretty good amount. So we'll watch this action here. He's basically at full health, but well, he was burning. Oh, you can see the friendly torpedoes coming in there. We'll see if he gets a strike. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Is he gonna miss? Ooh. Oh, he got in one hit. You can see our enemy fighters, the enemy fighters just took down our torpedo squadron there. Well, I'm almost in range. I'm really close. About 5 more kilometers, and I will be in range. Although I think we got 2 ships on him now. He's going to be dead here in a second. Okay, I'm going to launch. There go my shells. Alright, I'm in range now. Oh, he's dead. It's over. Oh, I killed 2 of them. So let's jump right back in. We'll do one more match here. Three aircraft carriers, 1 battleship. No, there's not going to be 4 aircraft carriers. I think the most aircraft carriers I've ever seen in a match is 2. And that might be the map limit. I don't think they will let you do any more than that. I actually don't know the ruling on that. I think they try and balance it the best they can. So here we've got 1 aircraft carrier. It's going to be, what, 4 destroyers? Or 3 destroyers? Yeah, the Omaha's a cruiser, I think. Don't quote me on that. I think it's, yeah, 3 destroyers. Oh, we got an ABC capture here. Yeah, we've got 3 destroyers. Alright, let's take a look at the map here. What's going to be my best route? I think probably coming along like this. And then heading towards A, we'll mark about right there. So, again, I'm going to be shooting to the inside, so let's start turning. Well, the guns are almost already turned, but I want to lock in the guns right there. So, basically, I set that point, and I'm basically telling it to, I want the guns to turn here, and that's what they're going to do, and I can still freely look around. But the mistake I made last time is the guns were still locked into that position, and I fired it into the water. So, basically, you've got to hit Alt-X, and you see the guns unlock, and now I can move them again. Or not Alt-X, Control-X, I mean. Alright, take a look at the map here. Who's going where? Looks like we got some fast movers heading towards C, so we're going after C and A, potentially. I'm not quite sure what some of these guys are doing yet. Heading in that general direction. Actually going to change my course here just a little bit, because I've got a straight shot at A, so let's go ahead and turn into it. If some enemy ships come up on A, I'll have to turn so I can broadside them. That ship right there is, what, a Cleveland? Yeah. Okay, so we're basically locked in. Just playing the waiting game. It's an enemy, or not an enemy, that's a friendly scout plane directly ahead there in the sky. So he's scouting for the enemy position. You can see the B mark is starting to turn red, so they've already got guys in B. It's probably a destroyer. And there we've got a destroyer. Where's his shells going? Near miss. Total miss. Don't shoot the islands. They never did nothing to you. Okay, I'm gonna unlock my guns, because I've got a shot here. This is gonna be a hard shot here. Trying to hit a destroyer at long range with this thing. Should be fun. Alright, take one shot here, trying to get my lead. He's actually decently close. Nope. Too far. I'm gonna lose my opportunity. Oh, that's a good shot. Fire everything. See if I can sink him. Come on, baby. Ooh, close. The island is gonna interfere. Oh, we're popping smoke. Alright, we got 3 guys up there now.
Our team is taking the lead.
They're trying to take A. There's a lot of torpedoes up ahead. I'm actually gonna start turning now. Oh, crap. Gotta really be aware of torpedoes in this ship. I'm gonna split these 2. Nice and easy here. Oh, they ran out of steam. Good. I don't know if I can... Nah, I'm still shooting rocks. I want to get into A here. What's this over here? A New Mexico. Zoom in here just a little bit. Let's fire off a shot. Where am I lined up at? That looks pretty solid there. Yep, got one right in his core. But for this guy, I'm going to have to switch over to armor-piercing rounds. Do I have anything else in the area? There is. Let me switch over to this. Nope, I got an island interference there. Alright, switching over to AP rounds. I'm going to turn my ship here just a little bit. But I want to get inside of A so I can start taking it. So it's me versus you, New Mexico. Good shot, good shot. You saw that little thing pop up? That's me damaging his subsystems. I believe it was what I damaged one of his cannons. So I'm basically just waiting for my guns to reload here. And I'm still not fully lined up. I'm actually in A now. I'm going to reduce my speed. I'm going to turn so I get all my guns lined up on them. Bunch of friendly torpedoes coming in there. Are we going to get any hits? Yes, we are. Boom. Alright, fire everything. Solid hits there, solid hits. All the guns going off. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome, awesome hits there. Oh, there's a friendly destroyer in front of me. Gotta be a little bit careful. 11 seconds on some, 14 on the other. Just waiting for the reload. He's come to a crawl. I think his engines are out. I'm gonna kill my engines as well. Light him up here. Light him up. Alright, here comes 4 cannons right here. Friendly torpedoes coming in. He's probably going to get the kill here. Oh, that destroyer got sunk. I will avenge you, my friend. Actually, his torpedoes might... Oh, yep, there we go. He's dead. I took a big shot there. Alright. What do we have over here? Something that's extremely damaged and on fire. Switching back over to HE rounds. Goodbye to you, sir.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
He was not long for this world. There is the enemy aircraft carrier. Okay, I'm actually gonna come to a full reverse. I'm in a good spot. I'm just gonna sit here and just beat on him. Waiting for the guns to reload. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna fire 1 to make sure I'm lined up. Which looks like I'm pretty good here. Alright, fire the rest. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Here we... Oh, so close. So close. 20 hits, 2 critical damage, 1 sunk, 1 hit to a citadel, capture base, set on fire. Number 3 on the board, not too bad. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is a look at the Battleship. So in the next video, we'll do the Destroyer. And so that'll be the full first look at the game. So if anybody has any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thank you all so much for watching. And with that being said, everybody keep playing and have fun.